He is known as the Coast to Coast Killer. On New Year's Eve 1999, Tommy Lynn Sells snuck into a window where he found 13-year-old Katie Harris sharing a bunk bed with her 10-year-old friend Kristen Searles. He stripped and SA'd Katie before slashing both girls' necks with a butcher knife. He then stabbed Katie more than 16 times before leaving the house. Crystal, who miraculously survived the severing of her vocal cords, ran to the home of a neighbor, where she described her perpetrator via handwritten messages. This resulted in his arrest. Sells later confessed to the rapes, tortures, and murders of approximately 17 men, women, and children across the U.S. over a span of 19 years, though no one knows the exact number of his victims. In nearly all cases, the infliction of prolonged pain and suffering was the main objective. The roots of his violent rage evolved from a series of horrific events in childhood. Sells and his twin sister Tammy Jean were born in Oakland, California in 1964, to a single mother who already had 4 children. When they were 18 months old, the twins contracted spinal meningitis and only Tommy survived. Immediately following the death of his twin, he was sent to live with his Aunt Bonnie for 2.5 years. Bonnie, with whom he was close, asked if she could adopt him, but the mother took him back. A traumatic disruption in attachment and stability during this critical time period, between the ages of 3 and 5, is noted within the lives of all serial killers. After moving back in with his mother, Sells was severely neglected, often left to fend for himself. He rarely attended school, and when he did, he was bullied mercilessly. He began drinking alcohol by age 7. When he was 8 years old, a parental figure named Willis Clark took interest in Sells, showering him with attention and gifts, taking him on frequent outings, only to regularly SA the boy. By age 10, Sells' alcohol use increased significantly, and he began smoking cannabis. At 13, Sells climbed naked into his grandmother's bed, which led to his mother kicking him out of the house and relocating the family to an undisclosed location. Reflecting on these formative years, Sells often calls himself the boy without a dream. At 15, he committed his first murder. Peering into the window of a home he was planning to rob, he reportedly witnessed a man molesting a young boy, which catapulted him back to memories of his own childhood SA. Enraged by this, he fatally shot the perpetrator, and later described feeling a powerful euphoria after the murder, igniting a lifelong passion for killing. Sells compared murder to a heroin addiction, describing each kill as a rush, just like a shot of dope. After killing 2 more men, Sells attempted to reunite with his family in Arkansas, but was once again evicted by his mother after he stripped and attempted to have sex with her in the shower. Sells then sought help at a mental health clinic where he stated, "I don't know who I am," before plummeting further into alcoholism. From this point on, Sells grew increasingly sadistic and more generalized in his kills. All of humanity became fair game to him. He merely waited for the excuse. For instance, after a woman innocently bumped into him on the street, he followed her home and brutally beat her to death with a baseball bat. Between 1983 and 1999, Sells raped, shot, stabbed, bludgeoned, strangled, tortured, and sometimes mutilated random individuals, expanding his debauchery to include the SA and murder of children. He particularly liked killing people who were friends or relatives with one another, likely psychologically rooted in the envy of loving families and stable homes. He beat 2 young Missouri women and their 4-year-old children to death in separate incidents, and in 1987, Sells murdered an entire family. On the night of November 17, 1987, a hitchhiking Tommy Sells was picked up by 29-year-old Keith Dardeen and was invited to the Dardeen home for a hot meal. Sells showed his gratitude by fatally shooting Keith, severing his man part, and placing it inside the dead man's mouth. Sells then proceeded to beat Keith's 3-year-old son to death with a baseball bat and attempted to grape his pregnant wife Elaine, which induced labor. In a psychotic frenzy, Sells bludgeoned Elaine to death along with her newborn daughter, who was allegedly still connected by the umbilical cord. He then inserted the baseball bat up the woman's genitals. When asked why he found it necessary to kill the children, Sells explained he did not wish for them to grow up hearing about the loss of their parents, that he was preventing future misery as he had experienced abandonment himself. Sells was then asked why he chose to kill these children in such cruel and painful ways, if his objective was indeed to grant them mercy. He didn't have an answer. When asked why he simply didn't use a firearm to kill, Sells responded, "I don't like guns. They're dangerous." The why behind Sells' murders seems to be a combination of tragic events: the possible brain damage from meningitis in infancy, the loss of his twin, followed by the disappearance of his mother during a critical time in childhood, an absent father, and a traumatic home life, severe neglect and rejection, substance use starting at age 7, falling prey to a child predator at 8 years old, combined with some likely genetic factors, and voila, we have the making of a sadistic psychopathic killer. Sells died by lethal injection in 2014.